Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Demon Souls. Since the last video, I know I said I was going to finish farming the crystal geckos. Well, what I decided to do was do that off screen just to make sure that I'd be able to get enough of the faint stone in order to craft the +5 blessed axe. And so what I ended up having to do was farming. I had to farm the troll shamans in this in 5.2 at Black World Tendency so that they would drop the chunks of faint stone. So having said that, the reason I'm out in the middle of the swamp here is I had tried to do a video before showing off some of the special events in the Black World Valley of Defilement in 5.2. One of them involved killing a spawn of the old one, which drops a colorless demon soul. There's a spawn of the old one in each of the worlds. They appear only in one of the levels of each world. But for some reason, my capturing device didn't want to save the video that I did. So I have like 85,000 souls right now. That's mostly from farming. But now that I'm out in the swamp, I can still show the other optional event that you can experience at Perfect Black World Tendency. And so what I'm going to do here is, I believe I'm due north of the slimes. Yeah, okay, here we go. I'm sorry, not slimes, but the slugs. So if you go back to where Selin Vinland was, she now is replaced with a black phantom version of herself. And so what you can do is you can take her out and get a special item. That was the anti-magic field. I'm not sure if that takes off my regeneration. She really shouldn't be too much of a problem with the +5 blessed axe. The main thing is with the 3-hit combo is it performs a knockdown at the end, and even if she attacks while I'm doing my attack animation, she won't be able to prevent the attack. Oh, she already went down. And so she dropped a weapon named Blind. Now what that is it's a dexterity based weapon, and it's a counterpart to the large sword of moonlight in the sense that it can attack through shield defenses. But since I don't have dexterity as my stat, I don't even meet the minimum requirements to use it. So it's an option to use as a dex build, but there are a lot of items that scale much better with dexterity. The only novel thing is that it can bypass enemies' guard. So now that I killed the spawn of the old one, I'll have to show you in another video what it looks like. It's not like an actual fight or anything. It's kind of like this huge spermy spawn looking thing that dies in one hit. They don't have 100% chance to drop the colorless demon soul, but it's gotta be at least like 90%. I'd say 80 or 90% because it drops pretty consistently. So anyways, after you kill the Black Phantom version of Selin, and you kill the spawn of the old world, you can notice that each of those kills is it's a +3 world tendency. So, well, actually, it might. I don't know. Since I cut out between videos, I turned the console off. It might not have registered the change from the spawn of the old one. But anyways, that'll be the last thing I have to do in the Valley of Defilement. So, in terms of the damage upgrade that the +5 blessed great axe provides, the large sword of moonlight gives 244 damage, whereas let me two-hand the axe. it yields 516 damage from both magic and physical damage. So I've basically doubled my damage. The attack animation is a little bit slower, but sometimes that's not really as much of a factor in this game, just because it's more critical that you make contact with the hits that you do strike, and so it just has to do with timing and making your opportunities count, at least for the PvP portion of the game as well. It favors higher damage, low frequency attack animations like the axe. So anyways, back to the advancement of the story. Let me go ahead and spend a lot of my souls here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna okay. I'll put some in vitality because that's something I will want to boost. I have enough for 4 more ranks of vitality. And now let's see, what can I do here. Let me go ahead and go back to World 3 and wrap up one of the loose ends in there. In the previous videos, I had received the... Nope, I want to go to Tower of Latria. In the previous videos, I received a key from having a perfect white world tendency here. And what I can do now is I can go back and use those keys. I can use the key to free Lord Riddell and pick up a couple of optional items. And I also, in my first playthrough, I actually forgot to pick up an item here as well, which I want to go ahead and get. Since in order to equip the great axe, I had to take off my helmet and still be under equip burden. So there's one of these gates I forgot to go back through and open after I got the preceding keys. It might be on the... I don't remember if it's on the outside. It's going to take me a second to look. But this axe will greatly increase the amount of damage I do in the remaining worlds. The item I want to go back and get is called the Silver Circlet. I think it's in one of these. That might be it. Alright, there we go. The silver coronet. And what that will do is that will increase... It's a head slot item. And it will... Oh, I'm going to have to put one more stat in endurance, I think. But what it will do is it'll increase the amount of base mana that I have, which is good because I'm going to get another faith-based miracle that I'm going to need. I think I'll need at least 100 mana for it. And so with that equipped, whatever the difference is, I'm going to have to invest in intelligence to increase my mana pool so that I'll be able to cast that miracle. So anyways, I just got back from Yosemite this week. I went and climbed Half Dome, which is it's like a 17-mile hike trail up to a peak in Yosemite called Half Dome. And it's quite, it's my 3rd time doing it, and I really enjoyed going out and doing I don't know, like feats of strength or just, testing yourself, testing your endurance. I like to do a lot of physical fitness, exercise, as well as playing video games. I think they go hand in hand. If you're trying to keep your mind sharp, you might as well go ahead and do the same thing for your body as well. Although a lot of people don't attribute, contemporary video games as thinking man's, puzzles or anything like that. But there are still a lot of games that do require a lot of cost-benefit analysis, optimization. I really like finding the peak efficiencies within games. I was into a lot of doing speed running and stuff, where you're trying to find the optimal pathways through a game, which has to do, a lot of that stuff just comes out theorizing what the path of least resistance will be on paper first, without actually going out and physically doing them. So it's just one of those things. But yeah, Yosemite is beautiful this time of year. It's in California. It's middle of California, which is where I live. I live about 3 hours away in Sacramento. But it's my third time doing it. It just seemed like there's just a ton of tourists there now, this time of year, or just in general. The first time I went was 8 years ago, and it seemed like it was a lot more. Didn't seem as many people were out there. A lot more like being out in nature, like you're actually going up a hiking trail. I know the more popular things get, they lose a little bit of that. I don't know, uniqueness, specialness. But that's that's fine as long as people are going out and experiencing nature. So this is Lord Riddell. This is the key that I got in World 3-2. And now we can have some dialogue with him and see what he says.
Oh, why, thank you. Thank you, kind soul. Please, take this fine piece of work. Besides, I have no use for it now. And thus begins my final,
alright,
eternal...
Dual Rat's Ring. That's a counterpart to the Clever Rat's Ring, except it increases defense. Okay, that's all it says. You can kill him now, but it's highly not recommended. He doesn't drop any items. I also find it funny he has the Iron Knuckles equipped, which I didn't think any NPC in the game used those. But if you kill him now, another pathway will close down forever, and so there's no real reason to kill him. Even if you're trying to manipulate world tendency, you're better off just killing yourself 7 times if that's what you want to do. So now these prisons open up. I'll probably use these souls I'm collecting here to boost my endurance by 1, so I can equip the silver circlet. Three-cornered hat. That's the witch's hat. That goes along with the old witch set or the old ragged clothes from World 1-1. I tossed those at the start of the game because I can't use them as a male character. So these are the venerable sage clothes. I'll put those on in a second. They're the clothes that Sage Freak wears. So the whole motif of this area is that you're in you're in like the magical world with the I can use all of them. I'll run around the rest of the level like this. I don't think they have quite. Did they have the same AC as the? Oh wow, they're an upgrade. Well, I guess they're equivalent with less fire resistance. Huh, that's cool. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, there's a lot of the characters that practice magic in this world. With because you get the silver catalyst here, you get the silver coronet, you get these clothes. So now, anyways, once you free Lord Riddell, well, I gotta go down actually. Another chamber opens up over past the flailing ball of corpse guys, zombie guys. I'm not even gonna attack it. I'm just gonna run past it. Go up here. Uh-oh, you can hear him firing. But the pillar blocked it. Oop. Let's see. So this has another stairway that goes up. As soon as I get to the top here, I'm gonna have to cut out the video. I had to split one of the videos that went over. It went into the 16-minute mark, so YouTube didn't allow me to upload it. I had to render it into 2 different videos, so I don't want that to happen again. But next time on Demon Souls, I'm gonna get the items in this world and then go ahead and start World 4-2. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye bye.